You have to know what your reasons are. What are your reasons for going into a business? What are your reasons for starting a business? Is it to make a difference in society? Is it a family-oriented thing where you're motivated to start something to help your family? You're motivated because you want to do something for them? So ask yourself this before getting into anything. Like, for me, I actually wanted to make a difference here in the Philippines. I wanted, because when I was overseas, every time it was Mother's Day or a birthday or something like that, I could never really send my family anything because delivery was so expensive and the products were so expensive. Like, a bouquet of flowers would be over 5,000 pesos yata. Ang mahal, hindi ko kaya. So, I would never be able to send things to my family to show them that I was thinking about them or to show them that I love them. Even, of course, they know that I love them anyway. But I really wanted to bring this to the Filipinos overseas, in the US, in the Middle East, anywhere in the world. And with Speed Regalo, we can do that. With Speed Regalo, they can go online, purchase these things with excellent customer service, of course, and give their family gifts when they're thinking about them. And also, you must know your why, and your how will soon follow. So even if you don't know how you're going to do it, or how you're going to start, know your reasons first, and then after a while, your how will definitely follow. The clearer your reasons are, the more motivation will occur. So once you actually finalize, like, this is why I want to do this is why I want to start it, then the more motivation you will have, the more drive you will have to do this and to really, like, have sleepless nights and to really just be passionate about it. Which is actually my next newbie tip. Newbie tip number 2, have obsessive passion. Obsessive passion is incredibly important. Eat, sleep, breathe the business. As some of the other speakers have said, passion is very important. Once there's passion, people will really see how you work, they'll see why you love what you do, and it's contagious. They'll start feeling it too. Like, the people you work with, they'll start knowing, okay, this person is passionate about this. I want to be passionate about it too. I want to be passionate about something too. Obsessive passion uses positive emotions to drive you ahead. So once you have this obsessive passion and you're actually proud of what you're doing and you love what you're doing, then you'll have all that positive energy. No matter how bad it gets, no matter how much struggle you might have, you'll have that positive emotion to bring you on and to make you go through all the obstacles. Like, an example I have is Valentine's Day. This past Valentine's Day was our first mass delivery. We never experienced a mass delivery like that before. And I'm so grateful for my team. They really helped us overcome everything that we had to go through. I personally picked up the flowers at 12 midnight on Valentine's Day, brought them to the warehouse, and then went back at 3 a.m. and we were all just putting all the flowers together, doing all the routes, making sure everything went to the person that it needed to go to. And I didn't mind staying up that whole night. I didn't mind not sleeping because I knew everyone was going to be happy after. And actually, maybe 95% of those deliveries were surprises. So nobody expected those flowers to come. So it was just such a good feeling that people were happy and people were smiling because of something we did. So that's just obsessive passion. Newbie tip number 3. Think big, but start small. It's okay to have big ideas, it's okay to dream, and it's okay to try to reach for the moon and reach for the stars, but you don't have to start big. You don't have to be humongous. It's actually smarter to start small. So I really like that picture. I'm small, but I think big. That's kind of like me, because I'm very small. But I do like to dream. I do like to dream, and I'm hoping that these dreams will become a reality. So, starting small, what does that exactly mean? Starting small, you can have a small team. You can do things slowly but surely, but make sure that everything is correct. Because sometimes if you go too big, too fast, you lose sight of everything, and you make mistakes. And once these mistakes happen, they'll keep happening, they'll keep happening, and they'll keep happening, and before you know it, it will be too hard to just take it all back. So it's better to start small. Excel first with whatever resources are already available to you. So whatever resources you have, if you like to cook, if you like to bake, and your friends compliment you on your baking skills, maybe you can start a business with something like that. For example, with me, I was lucky enough to have the logistics service as a strength because my mother has a logistics service that has been established for the past 26 years. So I grabbed this resource and used that to my advantage. So with this, I was able to use that for speed regalo. So with that, I'm able to give convenient delivery at a good price. And that's what I wanted to do. Like I said, when you start small, you learn how to truly and genuinely care about all parts of your business. So once you do that, then everything will follow after. So when you genuinely care about all parts of your business, you'll care about the smallest things, like the cleanliness of your office, or how well someone does something, how happy your people are. And I think that's very important. So sometimes when you go too fast, you lose sight of that. And when you go too fast, you won't even see how everyone is working together. And that's actually the next newbie tip I have. Newbie tip number 4. Strengthen your infrastructure before anything else. What's really important before making your profits or before making all the sales, before just growing and expanding, is strengthening your infrastructure. Like process flows, procedures, making sure everything is intact. That's very important because without a good process flow, without a good procedure, palpak, wala. So, like one of the speakers said, if someone is a very good cook and can cook excellently, pero palpak naman yung mga waiters, wala, it's still dead. So you have to make sure that your team is on the same page and your team knows what they're doing, your team knows the vision that you have, and they agree with the vision. And actually, culture is very important. So I strongly believe that it is very important for the team to have similar culture. Once this is solid and you and your team are on the same page, the profit will surely come. The profit will eventually come. So work hard and just do your best. Love your team will love you, and the profit will surely come. Newbie tip number 5, and this is actually something that I've had to deal with a lot, and that every struggle is an opportunity for growth. Which is actually true. If you think about it, when things go wrong or struggles happen, that doesn't mean that you can't overcome it. It's an opportunity for growth. You learn from your mistakes. You learn from it. Well, you should, because if you don't, kawawa ka naman. But problems are necessary to strengthen your abilities. Through these problems, you will learn your strengths, you will learn your weaknesses, you will know your capabilities, and you will definitely know your abilities. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, but learn from them. When I actually first started, I was very, very, very afraid to make mistakes, and very afraid to make decisions as well. I never wanted to make decisions unless I consulted someone, which you should consult someone anyway, but I never wanted to do things on my own because I was so scared that I would make the company lose money or I would make just a horrible, horrible mistake. So I would always keep my decisions to myself or not take a firm hold of the situation. And after a while, I realized that that's not very good. Like, you should really, really be able to handle everything. Know that decision-making skills are very important. And by then, I think you'll learn, because I'm still learning. I am constantly learning, and I'm still willing to learn. So, these tips actually are very important because they strengthen your capability as a leader. They strengthen whatever you have as a leader. And some of the things I want to share actually from this struggle is an opportunity for growth. We struggled for a little bit in trying to get customers. We struggled for a little bit with certain things, but it's all a reward. As when we deliver smiles, like there was this one customer from Saudi Arabia, and we really took care of him. We really took care of his order, and he wanted to surprise his wife and kids. And he gave them 2 lechons, 2 cakes, flowers, the works, everything. And so we delivered it on time. We delivered it to his family, and they were so happy. We took photos, sent them to the husband in Saudi Arabia, and he was so happy. He felt so blessed. He emailed us back, and he said this. He said, "Dear Speed Regalo, I feel so blessed when I see my wife happy. Same with my children. This is maybe our happiest anniversary ever, though I am miles away from them. I'm really, really happy. Sa pamamagitan nyo ay naiparamdam ko ulit sa kanila kung gaano ko sila kamahal. I really appreciate it at sana ay marami pa kayong mapasaya." So that really made me forget all the struggles, all the sleepless nights, all the headaches, and it just made me focus on the fact that I'm here to make people smile. I'm here to service people. I'm here to help people. So it's also important to learn the values that you want to embark in your people and in your company. So I'm actually open to a lot of Q&A. First off, I'm very excited to be here. I'm very excited to share my experiences and to share everything that I've learned along the way. There's so many things I'm still willing to learn, and I'm learning from these inspirational people. So if anyone has any questions on what it takes to start a business, or what it takes, even if you have no experience, please ask.
Okay guys, the floor is open to questions. So does anyone have anything for Ms. Rafael?
We can talk all afternoon long.
Don't be shy, guys. We've been here all afternoon. You know? Come on. Anyone? Questions? You have to grab this opportunity to learn, you know? So this is the first time it's happening. So who knows when you're gonna see Ms. Rafael talk again, right? Anyone?
Questions, concerns, interruptions? Yes.